Hey, good afternoon. Got a friend of mine I met online. His name is Hussein. He lives in East Africa, specifically Tanzania. And he asked me wanted to try to set up an interview, and we figured out the best way to do it was him to shoot me an email, and I read his email. So let's just jump right into it. Uh, Hello, Mark. We met recently on the internet, and I come to realize you are not only an oil and gas guru, but you're dedicated to help other people through your knowledge and experience. Tanzanians want to learn from you a lot of stuff about the oil and gas industry. This industry is fresh in Tanzania. So how does someone break into this industry without any experience or connections? All right. So what you need to think of is, what does the industry need? That in the last 10 years, that growth in East Africa in investment from foreign companies is huge. It's going to get bigger, even in this low crude price market. So you having companies come in, they have to explore, they have to produce, and they have to transport oil and gas, very specifically gas. So when you think about all the major players coming there, you think normally that you need petroleum engineers, geologists, project managers, and you're right about that. And it's hard for a lot of the Tanzanian population, especially the young people, to get that work experience. But you know what else this industry is going to need in Tanzania? They're going to need cooks. They're going to need people to wash boats. They're going to need mechanics. They're going to need people that know how to weld. They're going to need people that know how to do carpentry. The Tanzanian people have all those skills. So the thing to do, if you're looking to try to get in the oil and gas industry, look at what you know now, look at what you do for a living now, what you have expertise around, and then go see where that fits in the oil and gas industry. It'll be much easier for you to come in that way, and then once you're in, you can look far and wide and see where you want to go with your career. Once again, from Hussein, what is the job search advice you offer to Tanzanians? It's what I just told you. There's a lot of opportunity. As these companies come in and they bring in facilities and they start doing construction and they bring in people and they open offices, they're going to need everything. They're going to need accountants, lawyers, doctors. They're going to need administrative tasks, right? So look at what you do well now in Tanzania, and then figure out where it fits in the oil and gas industry. I promise you it fits in there somewhere. How can students and graduates get internships in this industry? The nice thing about the oil and gas industry is they love to give internships. They love to help young people. And the best way to do that is to figure out which companies are coming in. So you have some very big players coming in Tanzania. You have Statoil, you have BG. I think BP's looking at some stuff out there. I think Exxon's doing some stuff out there. Go online, look at their websites. They have intern programs. Now you have to get there a year ahead of time. So if you wanted an internship in 2018, you need to start in 2017. And the contacts will be there. And there's a process you follow. Go online, find their internship page, and follow the process. Hussein, how much will the low oil price impact oil and gas field job seekers in Tanzania, and how can they survive? So unfortunately, on the production side, the upstream side, getting the oil out of the ground, and also the service companies, the companies that go help the producers, the operators get oil out of the ground, companies like Halliburton, Schlumberger, Baker Hughes, they're not going to be doing a lot of hiring right now in this low crude price environment. But because the price is low, once Tanzania needs to start standing up refineries to turn that crude and gasoline into products you can sell, that business is going to explode, right? And then Tanzania has some fairly large pipelines being built, one of which is supposed to be finished in 2020. A pipeline project doesn't care what the price of crude is. So look at other parts of the industry, not just upstream, when you're trying to figure out how to get a job. And one of the best ways to survive is make yourself indispensable, right? So if you're a welder, be the best welder in the crew, right? If you're an accountant, work extra hours. Even in a low crude price environment, the upstream companies still have to run their business. They still need people. And if you're the best at what you do, you won't be let go. Hussein, the construction of the Uganda-Tanzania pipeline will start recently, and the government, in cooperation with major oil players such as BG and Statoil, plan to build LNG plants. So how do you forecast the future of oil and gas jobs in Tanzania? The future is beautiful. It's going to be bright. Now, let me warn you, as young people in that country, the way the government handles the oil and gas business is crucial. You know, there are parts of Africa where corruptions have ruined it. So if you're a citizen of Tanzania, you got to stand up and say no corruption no matter what. If you can keep corruption out of the oil and gas industry, if you can keep business profitable, Tanzania and its people will just go prosper from this, because you're bringing a lot of money, a lot of prosperity, a lot of jobs, a lot of training, education, health facilities. The oil and gas industry will bring all that into Tanzania. It could be a beautiful thing for the Tanzanian people. So Hussein, a word of wisdom to Tanzanians who are interested in this sector. A word of wisdom is it takes time. This industry is slow. for a reason. It doesn't like to make bad decisions, because if we make a bad decision, people die. So it's going to be slow to get a job in the industry. It's going to be slow to learn. It's going to be slow to see the infrastructure get built, but it will get built. So I guess my word of wisdom is have some patience, and you'll be well rewarded. Then finally from Hussein, it's been a pleasure talking to you and sharing your insight to Tanzanians. Hussein, you know what? You're welcome. We haven't met in person yet. This, though, is fun. I like helping people. I like educating people. It took me a little longer to get this to you than I thought, just because I've been busy. But this was fun. So for Hussein and all the people in Tanzania, I hope this was useful to you. Good luck to you.